All right, everybody, now we want to welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, the incredible music, acting, Broadway talent, Orfeh. Hello and welcome to the show.
Hey, everybody. Hey.
Before we get started, let me introduce you to everybody, starting off with our cool, outrageous man about town, Mr. Ron Russell.
Hi.
Hey, Ron Russell. How are you?
I'm good. So happy that somebody's worked Broadway. I worked Broadway in 42nd Street on that corner for years. Never made a buck, but got a lot of freebie offers. So
that's all you need.
I hope
freebie offers.
I hope when you were on Broadway, they paid you.
They did. It wasn't bad.
Good.
There you go. And
years ago, because I have so many friends that worked Broadway, they paid them Angela Lansbury, Mame, $500 a week. I mean, I could cry for that. She didn't care. None of them cared. Because
that was probably really good money at that point, though.
I don't know. That was my kid was born. My wife was pregnant for my daughter. That was 47 years ago.
$500. Think about what that is in today's
back then.
Well, Angela didn't care. She wanted the exposure, because, as you know, when you work Broadway, it's live. One screw up and you're out. So
you're done.
Yeah.
If the show stops, the whole thing stops moving.
So tell us a little bit.
No, we're not done introducing everybody.
Yeah,
Hailer. Hey, so we got the man behind the boards, Mr. Chad Murphy.
Oh,
hey. Hi, Chad Murphy.
Welcome to the show. Good to have you.
And we got a chat room full of.
Don't even bother with Chad Murphy. After 4 o'clock, he'll be in Russia somewhere from the hurricane.
He's in the hurricane. Right now.
No.
It's coming our way, too. And then we have a chat room full of people, so say hello to everybody in the chat room.
Hey, everybody in the chat room, and thanks, everybody, for tweeting and retweeting and all that good stuff. Thanks for that.
They're all talking about how good-looking you are. And before you came on, Ron wasn't quite ready, so we actually played What Do You Want From Me from your debut album, which shows that you have an incredible range. I loved it. I loved it.
Thank you.
Let's hear it in our car.
So let's also give a shout out to Willie.
I must apologize for being late, but I was full of gold paint hand, and it came off my skin, but it stayed on my nails.
You should. He put it on a plastic plate, and it ate it.
I just thought gold nails was not me for the show.
You're ready for the club.
Exactly.
So
if I had a gown to go with it, I would wear the gold.
So
excuse me, I'm still doing it. Then you can have the show. I have this shirt on. Now this shirt, I'm gonna pull the mic away. See? Looks fabulous on a 25-year-old muscle-bound, butch-looking guy with hairy chest. I put it on, and I look like an old queen trying to trap cleavage. Did you ever see anything so plunging in your life? It goes so far down that my testicles could pop out of this. Anyway, go
hold on,
Jimmy boy.
So we got to give a couple shout outs. Number one, we want to give a shout out to Willie. I know he's in the chat room someplace because I saw him. Who's Willie? We went to brunch with him with Joya, and we went to see Expose.
Jimmy. In the 53 years I'm in this friggin' business, you know how many names and you know how many Willies I've met? You know how many Willies I've seen?
You know how many Willies you've seen? I knew that was coming. I've my life on that.
Says I've met men named Willie.
Then we gave a shout out to Willie. We want to give a shout out to Dave Hughes because he was saying how fabulous and gorgeous you are. He's in the UK.
Thank
say
you.
Hey, Dave, and say hi to Iris in Germany.
Hi, hello everybody, and thanks Willie. You pain in my ass.
That's right.
Real ass.
You can say anything you want.
Okay, good.
All chokes like diarrhea. It's all over. But I want to say thank you to our lovely new friend of 4 weeks who I adore. I've become very close to her. Now, if I can remember her name, we can go on.
Oh, Eileen?
Eileen Shapiro.
Oh, actually, too, I'm going to introduce you on Twitter.
She invited us to a pajama party.
Yeah, I know.
Wouldn't that be fun on Fire Island when we get back from California? Now, do I trust all these fags in pajamas? They'll rape me. I wish.
You can wear that outfit, though.
Oh,
you know.
This with a push-up bra, I'm raped.
It's done.
I'm done. Anyway, so Eileen, my Shapiro baby, I loves you. Did I call Eileen to wish her a happy New Year?
I don't have an idea. You talked to her
today. She's my newest Jewish friend, and I forgot.
Okay, that's okay. So let's go.
I call all the old Jew bags my dearest friends.
I'm going to introduce them anyway. I'm going to Eileen and Orfeh.
Who are you going to? Oh, to each other.
Yeah, I'm going to introduce.
Oh, you're
going
to
love
her.
No, because she's good. She writes for all kinds of music magazines, and you would be really good.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, but I don't care about that. I love her, the person. I'm not interested in that she writes for the world. I mean, that's too. I just love her. She's way out. She's got white blonde hair with purple, yellow, green, and pink in it, and she wears clothes that you cannot believe. She had on sneakers that glittered with bells. I loved her, and jeans.
The girl after my own heart. There you go.
She's fabulous.
You're in New York right now. Are you in New York right now?
I am in New York right now.
Love it.
And the beautiful part about my Eileen is she's a grandmother of 9 grandchildren.
No, really?
Fabulous. She's the most energetic, fun, camp of. I love her.
Hats off to you, Eileen.
There you go.
You're going to be mad about her when you meet her.
So awesome.
I can't say it. I almost slipped. She's interviewing.
Yeah, no,
I'm not going to do it. She's interviewing a super duper star for many years who she's crazy about. And I'll let you know
when it
next
gets
week.
Done. That's right.
Okay, I can't wait. Okay.
She's going to interview you too. So everybody, first of all, if you want to follow Orfeh on Twitter too, you guys follow. It's at @official_ORFEH. ORFEH. I don't know where I came up with that.
Where'd that name come from? To make life more miserable for me that I can't remember Joe, John, Harry.
Well, to make life more miserable for me, actually. No, my mother made it up based on Black Orpheus the opera.
Oh, good choice.
That's where it's from. No one gets it. No one, maybe 20 times in my entire life has anyone pronounced it properly off the bat. You're one of them.
So,
and I cheated.
You cheated, but it's okay. You made an effort. But yeah, it's been a rough road. I always think if my name was really simple, I would have had a very different life.
We also want to give one more shout out to Jimmy McCreary from the Aquarius View. He blogs all the.
Oh yeah, totally.
Nicest guy ever, and he loves your stuff too. Everybody's gonna love it, and everybody's gonna love the new music, and we're gonna talk about your career now.
Let me get in here for a second.
All right.
I know nothing about you. I haven't a clue who you are. Okay, because I don't follow young people today, only because I don't remember who they are, what their names are, where they come from, or why they're in show business. That's the point. I'm only with the old bags. Cary Grant, Marilyn Monroe, Jane Russell, those people are my people from my day. I know everything about them, and that's what my old TV show was based on. So forgive me for not knowing who you are or what you are. Now, you're a Broadway performer. That impresses me.
Well, thank you. I don't know who I am either, so don't feel bad.
Good. I don't know who I am either or what show, because my show was very sophisticated and elegant. Here it's dirty mouthed and trash. I'm late. I have on pajama bottoms because I couldn't find my slacks. So, it's totally reality. It's a reality show, and this is what we really are.
I'm very happy
to be with you. What did you do on Broadway, and tell me when and why?
Oh, gosh. I started in 1998, and I basically somehow unwittingly became the movie musical girl. I did Footloose, I did Saturday Night Fever, I did Legally Blonde. So all the movie musical transfers to Broadway, I was in them. So there are other shows that didn't run as long, or a lot of cool off-Broadway stuff. But what I guess I'm most known for is Legally Blonde and Saturday Night Fever.
Okay, what was your position?
I was Rusty in Footloose, which was originally played by Sarah Jessica Parker in the movie.
That's right.
I was Annette in Saturday Night Fever, which was Donna Pescow in the movie.
What a good piece it is.
That was good. That was really fun. And then I was Paulette in Legally Blonde, which was played by Jennifer Coolidge.
Yeah.
Huh?
Was
great. I love that role. What a great character.
They were really fun.
How'd you do with the Brooklyn accent?
That's, I think I've raised it to an art form. I can talk like that all day.
Yeah, me too. You know what? I'm from Brooklyn. And if
Are you?
Oh, yeah. Ask me and I'll tell you.
Ask you, I'll tell you. I know.
What, you kidding me? Forget about it. I come from Red Hook.
Oh, my God.
Well, back then in 1940 when I was born in Flatbush. And then we lived in Brooklyn. And then, of course, we moved to Astoria, Queens, which was country at that time.
Country, but they still talk like this, too.
Well, I do have an accent, but it's not as bad as the Brooklynites. I mean, I say, oh, my God, did I ever really speak that way? I mean, they do dems, D's, and does, and toity-toity. I don't do that.
So I Googled you, because I'm the one who likes to look everybody up and see all the cool guns, bring them up. And I Googled it up, and believe it or not, well, I'm sure you believe it, because you know how great a singer you are. But like, if I can't have you, when you sang that from Saturday Night Fever off Broadway, that got written up as like one of the best like performances ever of anybody singing that song like in history.
Wow, I didn't know that, but that's awesome. Cool.
Oh my gosh, how cool is that? And then I read that you met your husband working on Saturday Night Fever, and then he actually is with you in Legally Blonde.
He was. We did a bunch of shows together.
CPS guy in Legally Blonde. How cool was
It was the coolest thing in the world. I mean, we met in Saturday Night Fever, and we've done 5 shows together, 2 on Broadway, and it was the best part of being in Legally Blonde was getting to work with my husband every night and the dogs. So, I mean, not that everybody wasn't happy.
Her husband's name is Andy Carl, and you can look him up because he's like smoking good looking. Like everybody's just going to be like,
isn't it terrible? I don't remember.
Smoking good looking and very, very, very it right now.
I remember him when he was the postman, and he came in.
No, he wasn't the postman in the movie. He was only the postman in the Broadway show.
And I must have seen the Broadway show.
No, you saw the movie.
What movie are we talking about?
Legally
Blonde. I didn't see that.
No, I don't think. I don't know if you might have seen it.
I see so much stuff. I'm telling you, I have no memory.
I hear that you have the best bend and snap on Broadway, though.
I think I have the bend and snap on Broadway.
Actually, maybe the bend and snap, but it's also the best one.
I'm thinking of the guy from Sex and the City. That mailman.
She was in. She was in Sex and the City too.
She played Sarah's part.
No.
She did.
That was Footloose.
That was Footloose. In Footloose. But she's on TV. She's a movie and TV actress also, and she was in an episode of Sex and the City.
Oh, I have to see you better. Your camera stinks. You're too sharp.
I know. I'm sorry. I practically had to borrow a computer for this. That's how much I cite.
Wait a second. I think everybody's having the same problem. Chad, could you research a picture of her, a close-up, a headshot, so that we can all see what she really looks like? All I see are 2 dark eyes and her lips and a little bit.
I've been taking care of that, Ron.
Can you do that for me, Chad?
You can't see it because you don't have a way to see what he posts up on the thing.
What kind of equipment do we have?
We don't have equipment for that. We have equipment to so we don't mess up with her, because every time we do that, we lose them.
Can our millions of people see what?
Yeah, they can see. Everybody else gets to see.
Let the millions see. I'll just make
She's
believe.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, ask them; they'll tell you.
Yeah, in the chat room, they're talking about it.
I think you're adorable just from your voice and your personality. So it's like the blind man looking at a person and seeing who they truly are and loving the truth of the person.
Actually, too, you got to tell her another thing, because she received a Best Featured Actress Tony nomination for Legally Blonde, right?
I did. Isn't that crazy?
What's her name? Full.
Orfeh. She just goes by Orfeh. That's it.
Orfeh.
Just like Madonna.
Oh, God,
she's got that one name thing down.
Yeah.
Absolutely be a fan of yours once I research who you are, because I'm sure it's you over and over
again.
Her
husband, though, you have seen her husband, because her husband was on like 15 episodes of Law and Order, and he was also in that movie And So It Goes, that movie where Michael Douglas lives next door to Diane Keaton that we liked. He was in that movie.
He's the one I'm thinking of.
And he's super good looking.
He's tall, butch, and dark.
Yeah, he's got a dark.
Very tall. I guess, yeah. He'd be considered butch.
What?
She said, I guess he'd be considered butch.
Well, very manly, like butch looking.
He's very manly. He's very, very, very manly. So.
And dark. Dark.
Yeah. Well, he was dark in that movie. He was very tan for some reason in that movie, and we would laugh about it.
Dark hair.
Yeah, he has dark hair.
He has dark hair. And he had dark hair in SVU as well. They darkened him up a lot.
I know who he is. He's very good looking. Good actor, too.
And thank you. He's a really great actor.
Well, I'm gonna research you now.
So she was in an episode of Sex and the City.
I watched that show.
She was in Sleeping with the Fishes, and I want to know if you got to meet Stephen Strait. I'm a huge Stephen Strait fan, and he doesn't have a Twitter, so I can't get him on the show.
He does. He has a Twitter.
No, it's not a real one. Oh, maybe he does now.
I think it is. It's verified for whatever.
I have to find him then, because I love Stephen Strait.
He's really nice. He's really sweet and really good looking and talented.
The Covenant. I love that movie about the witches, the kid witches. I love that movie. And
absolutely.
You're a young girl.
No, but younger than it says on the internet. Yes. So let's just tell that to the millions of people that are watching. I am not as old as it says on the internet, and I can't get it fixed, and I never will. So I'll always look younger than my age, because I am.
Well, correct it, because that's what the name of my show was, Set the Record Straight. And I had famous legendary movie stars, such as Jane Russell, Cliff Robertson, set the record straight on things that were written and said about them that weren't true. Like Jane Russell was supposed to have a 44 double D, and meanwhile she was a 36B. And
wow.
And she made
That's a big difference.
well because she said I'm not a cow, and she resented the fact that she was world famous for her cleavage. If you know anything about Jane Russell, which I'm sure you don't, because
I do.
oh you do, so you know that her movie
Stuff,
was what made her.
But how? Okay, like when you, because everybody, first of all, like Orfeh was in a band called in a group. I guess you call them a group back then.
Well, we were a duo.
Or and More, and they had a hit single every other day. It hit #1 on the club play charts. I have to say, honestly, like I like your solo stuff like way better.
How do you know?
Well, no, I do too. But you got to remember, we were really young, and my partner in the group got a lot of the responsibilities, and the A&R guy kind of didn't want me to be known as basically the songwriter and producer that I am. He wanted the guy to be the guy and the girl to be the girl. It was very specific as far as he was concerned, and my talents lie in, like, if they call us top liners, we're the people who come in after the tracks are written, and you write the lyrics and you write the melodies and you write the vocal arrangements, and he just didn't want me to do any of it. So I was like, all right, well then they're all going to be his compositions and I'm just going to sing them.
He wants to know how I know you. She was like Expose. She had a big hit like that they did back in the day.
The 25 years difference.
Do you know Expose?
Of course. I mean, I don't know them as people, but I know them. I, love their songs.
They're fabulous.
They're fantastic.
One of our dearest friends in the world is one of
is Joya. You know Joya though, right?
Bruno.
Or do you not know?
I met her. I haven't hung out with her, but I love her. And she was one of the reasons when she showed up after she had a baby. And What You Don't Know, that video with her snatched body, that was when I was like, all right, I'm just going to live in the gym and look like Joya. She's the reason I became like a crazy gym rat and wanted my cut abs and my cut arms. She was my inspiration.
You've got that huge voice like she does.
Wait, you know what? She's got Lara Spencer's voice. If I close my eyes, if I close my eyes, if I close my eyes, I think Lara Spencer, because I know Lara, she grew up in my house with my daughter, best friends, and she's got exactly that same little something in the voice that Lara has, which is so adorable, very becoming. Now, if you were around when Joya had her baby now is like 19.
I know, it's crazy.
Well, 20-something years old.
She's younger than Joya, though.
Yeah, I know that, but I have an idea where you are.
Not on the internet.
That point of my life was not a good one. So I missed a lot of years because the woman that I was married to was a drunk and a bitch and left me with my 2 children. So I stopped working in show business. I gave up my show. I was no longer on TV or anywhere. For 16 years, I stayed at home to raise my children, didn't go out much.
And you were a club hit, so that's why he doesn't know it.
But if you were before that period, I would have definitely known you because I used to hang out at 54, the Cheetah, all the great clubs in New York, and L.A. Studio One, and so I mean I was a clubber, still am. Now I was 100 years old.
Here's the thing though that she's got going on, and this is so cool, like because you're like a jack of like many trades. So you're an actress, you're a Broadway star, you're a phenomenal singer, and you're a voiceover artist for like all kinds of badass video games.
Yeah, listen, thank God for the voiceover thing. And when I was in Saturday Night Fever, this guy who was a very big voiceover agent at the time came backstage and was like, listen, I think you can do voiceovers. I didn't even know what he was talking about. And I was like, okay. And I literally, my voiceover career is what has kept a roof over my head and food on the table in between all of our, actor highs and lows. It's been the voiceover career that has kept us alive, really, I'm so grateful for it. And who knew? Who knew?
Do you know?
Everybody I know that does voiceover says it's phenomenal. As I said, I worked Broadway and 42nd Street for a living. I wasn't able to make much money, so I threw myself in front of a car and made believe I got killed. This way I could sue the person that drove the car.
Wait. Do you know E.G. Daly or Elizabeth Daly?
I know who she is. I don't know her, but I know exactly who she is, and she makes her living as a big-time voiceover person.
I was just going to say, we had her on about 3 months ago or whatever, and like she did the Chucky voice for Rugrats, and she does some...
Isn't that crazy?
And she's a great singer like you.
Well, she had a big hit record,
Yeah, Say It's Sin.
Is that the pink girl?
No, that's Samantha Newark.
She does.
Oh yeah, do you know Samantha Newark? She was the voice, singing voice of Jem in the cartoon Jem and the Hologram.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, we have a lot of guests.
We have a lot lot of voiceover people coming on. It's the coolest thing ever.
A lot of money.
So what's your favorite voiceover thing that you've done? Because I saw you did all kinds of cool video games, and you were like a police officer or something in The Warriors, which I love that movie.
I was a few characters in The Warriors. I think what I'm most known for in the video gaming world is I was Millie Perkins in Grand Theft Auto.
There you go.
So apparently that's a big deal, and I'm happy that it is. I think my favorite, I did a lot of products, and I still do a big cosmetic company that I won't say because whatever. But my favorite gigs were always like I was the voice of MTV and VH1 for years and years and years when they still played lots of videos. And that was really fun because the guys I worked for were the coolest guys on the planet.
What did you say for MTV? Hold on, I want to hear it.
No. 1 second, then you can go. How did you get by me? Were you a boy once and got sex changed into a girl?
No, but that's another rumor that floats around a lot. No. No, I'm all girl. It's all real.
I see that. It's in shadow.
Love it. So like what?
I love her. She's adorable.
What kind of commercials would you have done for MTV?
I did everything. Like there were 3 girls. There were 3 of us that did every commercial, like anything. Everything that was a bump on MTV was one of us. So anytime there wasn't a video playing or there wasn't a VJ or there wasn't news, if you heard coming up, that was always us,
Were you always blonde?
Huh?
Were you always a blonde?
I've been a blonde until my scalp will no longer allow me to be.
I cannot believe that I don't know who you are. I cannot believe.
Okay,
she doesn't know who I am either, so touche. It's even. She never heard of me before this.
That's okay.
So we must have been like, I don't know.
2 lost souls in the night.
I can't imagine because everything she's done, I've seen.
It ain't over till it's over.
Also, like you were in Across the Universe and you helped sing some of the tracks. That's a great movie, by the way. I don't know.
Oh my God, I sang with Joe Cocker. We got to sing with Joe Cocker.
Ever? Who gets to do kind of shit?
And he was so nice. I can't tell you how generous and kind and fun he was. He had such a wicked sense of humor. I can't even tell you how much fun that was.
Such a legend in music. I love it.
They wanted me to do a duet with him, and then he got very upset. He said, "No one will know who he is. They'll all be." And my voice is so extraordinary. You want to hear a little bit of it? Hello, baby. Who can't sing like that?
Okay, so here's what I want to do, Chad.
Hi, Captain.
Chad, do you have her new single, Forget My Name?
You know this.
Okay, so here's what I want you to do, Orfeh.
Did you put her head shot up for the world to see?
Yes, he did. He did.
And they were watching her too.
And would you title that
before she goes?
You're nervous today.
I'm not
What'd
nervous.
you do? Drink a lot of coffee? You don't drink coffee.
No, I don't drink coffee.
So what'd you do?
I don't drink coffee either.
Oh, good.
See that?
No.
Okay.
Chad,
Yes.
there's no way you could get that picture to me?
I'll send it to your phone.
Send it to my phone.
I'll send it to her because my phone's not here.
You can share.
Here's what I want to do.
Let's forget my name.
Okay, so hold on. Don't play it yet.
Jimmy bought me a phone for my birthday, $1,000 phone. I said, Jimmy, you're out of your mind. I need a flip phone. Spend all that money on it. He said it does everything. I've had it now a year. You know what I do with it? I call people. That's all. Hello.
This is good already.
Yeah, this is good already. I do a lot of his other things. So hold on. Here's what I want to do. So first of all, you guys, this is gonna be on her second album, her second solo album that's coming out sometime, right?
Sometime, if I can sell enough of these, then I can make the album.
So the name of the song is "Forget My Name." What I want you to do is say who you are, and then in your MTV voice, say, "This is my new single, Forget My Name," and that way we'll play it, and you hang on, and then when we get done with playing it, we'll talk about it.
Okay, cool.
All right, here we go. Go.
Hey, this is Orfeh, and this is my new single, Forget My Name. Check it out, and then download it for 99 cents. There we go. Forget my name. Forget my name. Forget my name. Name.
How do I know?
There we met. Forget I ever let you into my head. Forget about the things that we said, late nights in bed. Delete my address, delete it from your cell, laptop, and the rest. 'Cause it's the only choice that you get. Now you're the end. I can't hear you. Ringing on my doorbell. I can read your lips, though.
Stop crying on my voicemail. You had your chance and blew it, baby. Blew it all to hell. Forget my name. Forget my name. Forget my name. Forget my name, my name. Forget my letters. Forget the pics of us happy together. Since you went off and did it with her, it's all over. So many lies that you tell, whipping up your fairy tales. When all I say is screw it, baby. Screw it all to hell. Forget my name. Forget my name. Forget my name. Forget my name. Won't you know? Forget my name. My name. My name. Forget my name. Forget my name. Forget my name. Feels like a stalking me. Blow up my cell with your ID. You keep on stalking me. There goes your car. Down the street. Feels like a stalking me. Blow up my cell with your ID. You keep on stalking me. Your car. Stop ringing on my doorbell. Stop crying on my voicemail. You had your chance and blew it, baby. Blew it all to hell. Forget my name. Won't you forget my name? Forget my name. Forget my name. No, forget my name.
Yay! That's Forget My Orfeh, everybody. The song is available on all the digital download platforms. It's only 99 cents, so everybody needs to go out and download it.
Now, do you see yourself?
I see, yes.
Now
yes.
I know who you are. Of course. I never knew your name. I would never remember it anyway. But you,
Because you forgot my name.
oh, I've seen you.
Very good.
I've seen you all. Please.
I'm here all week.
Of course, you are absolutely gorgeous. Anyway,
Oh, you're sweet. Thank
I know that face. Please,
Thank
never
you.
forget this face.
Thank
Couldn't
you.
believe that I wouldn't know you with all that stuff you did. It's all stuff that I'm involved with.
Hey, Chad.
Yes, sir.
I
Hey,
know
Chad,
who you are now. I feel better.
Like, go back to the What Do You Want From Me, and let's just play like a minute of it real quick so Ron can hear it, because he missed that one totally.
I'll hear it in the car.
I don't have it in the car yet, but I will have it. But just play it for like, so do your little thing like real quick, just like,
by
hey,
the
this
way,
is a snippet.
I love your music because it's club, and I'm a club freak, as Jimmy will tell you. I used to be a dancer at the Peppermint Lounge. I was one of the original twisters, and I worked at the Gold Bug in the Village as a twister. I taught, well, myself and two of my friends taught the dance guy, the famous dancer, what was his name? Arthur Murray, and his the twist. They came into the Peppermint Lounge, and they wanted us to show them the twist.
All right, so we're gonna play like a minute or a minute and a half of it, just so he can hear it, at least to the chorus, because I love it.
Cool.
You just announce it real quick, and then Chad, you got it?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
Coming up, here's my single, What Do You Want From Me, off of my album, What Do You Want From Me?
Do you want me to be someone who lays the world at your feet? Who'll do anything you ask her to? Tell me, baby, what you want from me. Should I play it like a simple girl? Follow wherever you lead. Make you the center of my universe. Tell me, baby, what you want from me. I've been your lover and I've been your friend. Everything you need. Still somehow you're not satisfied. Tell me, baby, what you want from me. I've been your beggar and I've been your queen. Got down on my knees. I've been everything that I could be. Tell me, baby, what do you want from me?
There you go.
There you go. You gotta love it.
You got a great voice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Definitely Broadway voice. There's no question about it. I could have seen you as Annie years ago when you were little. You would have been a great Annie with your voice. Everybody in the world did Annie. I think I did Annie.
I don't even think I saw it. It was one of the first Broadway shows I ever saw, and I just was like, this would be interesting. But I kind of never thought about that. I only ever thought about being a pop star, so it didn't even occur to me to go, oh, hey, maybe I should make my mother drag me to an audition and audition for this. It didn't even occur to me.
I played Annie when I was young. It was my first drag performance. Chad, like that one. Chad, thank you for that gorgeous picture of her, because now I know who she is. You know,
He didn't send it. I just took that off our website while we were
it's
sitting here.
gorgeous. It's because I've got to tell you that we really got to instruct or tell our guests that they must light up, Jimmy. When you talk to them, tell them, light up. It's so important. I don't know who she is on this. If I look at her now, first of all,
pull your hair down real quick.
No, she doesn't. No, she doesn't even look like her
Yes,
picture.
she does.
You can't. I'm going blind then. You can't see. She's badly lit. Look, what kind of her is
Ron has a thing with lighting.
Ron has.
Well, listen, I have a thing with lighting too, but I don't have a choice. I'm telling you, I'm lucky I have a Skype.
But a
right
beautiful
now.
girl like you right now is a waste, because we can't see your beauty, and that upsets me, because I didn't know who you were. I know faces. I don't know names. Too old. But I never forget a face. I'm 76, honey. At 76, you don't see anything.
You look damn good.
Well, yeah, but I don't pee good, so you know.
We don't know. We just see it from the neck up. As long as it's good, it's okay.
But we need to tell a beautiful girl like
tell
this
everybody
should be
to
lit
lit.
beautifully, because she's so gorgeous. Yes, I'm a lighting freak. I am a freak about lighting because I was a drag performer for real. All the clubs, I impersonated Jane Russell, the movie star. And everything was lighting. If I was lit incorrectly, I looked like a truck driver.
Oh, God.
If I was lit properly, I looked like a woman. And I know what lighting can do. You know that. Come on, you know lighting, please.
Let me see if I can put my flashlight on my...
You're so beautiful. You should be high.
You guys, too, if you guys want to find out more about Orfeh, you can go to www.orfeh.com, and Orfeh is spelled Orfeh. And again, you can follow her on Twitter. It's at @official_Orfeh, Orfeh.
Listen, I used to worry about an audience of 350 people, what I looked like. If I ever was going on television on the Jimmy Star and Ron Russell show, where over 2.5 million people see me, I would be in that makeup room longer than Marilyn Monroe ever was.
Well, I have makeup. I think they can see me, though. Here, how's this?
They can
Is that better?
see you. Oh, there you go. That's better.
That's a
They
little
can
better.
see you. He's just very scared.
No,
Here you go. Here.
I'm just
How's that?
pain in the neck about lighting. You know,
How's that?
It's kind of Blair Witch.
yeah, it's
There you go.
It's very Blair.
Kind of blur, right? Right?
You like horror movies at all?
You look beautiful.
Thank you.
Do you like horror movies at all?
Are you kidding? I'm the biggest horror movie buff on the planet.
Oh, no, you're not. I am.
Oh, let's get into it.
So wait, what's your favorite horror movie?
I'll tell you what, the only it ruined my life. It ruined my childhood because I saw it when I was way too young, but I couldn't help myself. But The Exorcist ruined my life.
Yeah, it was a great movie.
Yeah, there's a great quote about The Exorcist, and then you'll know I'm a real horror buff. But there was something about somebody said that there was actual evil in the celluloid of that film.
Oh, I believe
And I really believe that, and it makes me crazy. So there you go. Have you seen the series? It's amazing.
No, I didn't see the series. Is it any good?
2 episodes deep, and I'm telling you, I tweeted about this the other day. If I can't watch something alone, it's scary, and I can't watch that series alone.
I'm gonna watch it then.
And the priest is amazing. He's a great actor. The whole thing is just really wackadoo. So yeah, you'll like it.
I'm not a fan of remakes. Like the Psycho they made, 2, 3, was terrible. They disgraced the original movie, the Hitchcock film. You can't beat that scene of Janet.
No, you can't.
Nor, we had her on last week, another fabulous, beautiful girl.
Oh, Amanda Wyss.
Amanda Wyss, who was the gal laying in the bed when Jason, Freddie put his hands through the bed and cut her in half.
I know exactly who that is.
That freaked me out. That was what you got scared, and oh my God, that scared the hell out of me.
But you know what? The original Nightmare on Elm Street was actually really frightening, really dark, really troublesome.
That's the one with Johnny Depp. That's the one that Johnny Depp.
And
so
the
that's
movie Halloween was good with Jamie
Lee
Curtis.
Yeah.
The original.
All the original movies were the best of their kind.
When they do remakes.
I kind of like the torture porn stuff, so like I like Saw. Actually, my favorite movie is The Lost Boys, even though it's not really that horror-y. But
my God, I haven't seen that in a long time, but that was really kind of chic.
Did you ever see the movie Martyrs?
No.
Okay, so Martyrs is the only movie that really messed me up, and I'm not even religious, but it's like a religious scary movie, and it is. It's Martyrs. I think it's like a Canadian film. You can get it or whatever, but you need to watch it. But you're gonna watch it with somebody because I don't know. For me, it's the only movie that really freaked me out. And as a kid, the movie that freaked me out was Dressed to Kill.
Really?
Dressed to Kill.
That was mild.
I know.
First of all, I know Angie well, so seeing Angie, when you know somebody. It doesn't play. You know that. When you see your friends at the stars, it doesn't play because you know them as people.
Well, see, I was a celebrity clothing designer for many years, and the way I met all the cool horror movie people is I would set my room up like a swag room full of racks of clothes and invite the horror stars to come at those conventions to my room and pick out clothes, and they would end up coming and staying for hours, and we'd go out to eat and hang out. And so I basically dressed every freaking one of the major ones: Pinhead, Robert Englund, Clive Barker.
Oh my God.
Danielle Harris.
Madonna too.
I know, but that's not horror. We're going on horror.
Madonna could be a horror sometimes. when you work with her.
But in general, so I love the horror movies, and I'm so happy it's October because now's the time to watch all of them. And American Horror Story.
I know they're all on. They're all on. They're all on the channels. And they're on every night.
American Horror Story Hotel just came out on Netflix yesterday because I haven't seen it yet, so that way we can watch. That we've had a whole bunch of people from other seasons of American Horror Story on the show.
Oops. When I mentioned Angie, I didn't use her last name. Sorry, Angie. Angie Dickinson. For those of you who remember her from
Dressed to Kill.
Did she text you and yell at you?
No. She doesn't do any of this. She lives in Truesdale Estates in L.A. She don't do any of this crap. Angie's retired. She's 84 years old. She's done it. She's been there. She's a famous sex symbol star. What does she offer them now? Grandmother roles?
Wait, let's go back, though. Let's go back. So okay, so The Exorcist is the movie that messed you up as a kid, but what's your favorite horror movie or the favorite 3 horror movies?
Well, Exorcist is definitely just because it is the single greatest horror movie ever made. What's actually really scary, and I'm blanking on the name, but the new series based on the 2 psychics, there's many of them.
I don't watch as many of the TV. I'm starting to watch the TV show ones now.
No, it's a movie franchise, and I'm forgetting. I'm blanking on.
But you're talking about the Conjuring.
Yes, the Conjuring is really scary. So that got to me. I like that. And the original Omen was pretty ominous as well.
That's good. The Gregory Peck version. Now we watched Westworld. Leave it alone, boys, because yours stinks. It's not good. It's nowhere near Westworld. It'll never be what the bald guy Yul Brynner did to it. He made it fabulous.
Do you even know what Westworld is? I
do. It was really, really bloody. The one I just saw the other night. They just
stinks.
I didn't really. He didn't like it. I've never seen the original.
Because Westworld was about people that went to an amusement park and the robots went berserk and started killing the people.
Yeah, absolutely.
It had a wonderful story. Yul Brynner was sensational in it because he was a magnificent actor. And he came down steps to do that part because it was not a great part for anybody to do. It was a nice part. But what he did with it, you wanted to kill him. You wanted to jump to the screen and beat that robot up. He did it. He made you angry because he was so cruel. I don't like remakes or. Here's my point. Writers in L.A. are losing their homes. They're going into foreclosure. I know many writers simply because they're not buying the new work. They're using all the remakes. The same thing on Broadway. They think it's safe to do a remake. No. We, old bags, are still around. So you can lose our tickets. What are you doing? Catering to the young, stupid kids of today that only want to see blood and guts? They don't care about a story. They want to watch a head roll off and go, oh man, is that cool? Oh, did you see his guts fly out and his dick fell off? I mean, no.
I love that, actually. I'm one of those people.
I'm from the old...
But you know what? This Westworld really kind of isn't at all like the other Westworld. It's not at all. It's kind of its own thing, and it's very, again, it's very... It's macabre. It's very dark. You know what I mean?
It's chop up.
We only watched the first hour because he didn't want to watch it, so I have to watch it by myself.
Because when you have a wonderful piece of work and then somebody comes along and bastardises it, I can't deal with that. I'm from the olden days. You know, I knew Betty Davis, and Betty Davis used to always talk about writers. That was her thing. She said, Ron, if the writer is good and you get rid of the director and direct the film yourself, have a great film.
So wait. Right. So let's say you could be in any movie that's ever been made. If you could play
All About Eve.
All About Eve. Okay.
Forget about it. Are you crazy?
That's it.
Oh my God, that part.
Done.
You sure came up with that quick.
Oh, because
my favorite movie ever made. I've seen it like 1,000 times.
Well, I've seen it 3,000 times, and
there you go.
I've discussed that film with Betty at lunch. Okay, the real Betty Davis at lunch.
I'm very jealous.
And well, Betty had sad things to say about it. She said, I fell in love with my husband on that film, and my husband wanted Margot Channing. And when we were married up in Connecticut, and he saw me with no makeup, my hair pulled back in a bun, and sweaters, he was disenchanted, and he left her. So to Betty Davis, that was a very sad personal role. But as far as the role goes, she was offered the other role, the Anne Bancroft role.
Oh, wow.
And Baxter role, I'm sorry.
Anne Baxter, yeah.
Who was the bitch, the little girl who...
Sure.
And Betty said, no. I want to play Margot Channing. I can do Margot Channing. And when she did Fasten Your Seatbelts, it's going to be a bumpy night. The movie went ballistic. 1950s best drama film of Betty Davis. And, of course, now Voyager Betty liked very much because she worked with Paul Henreid, and she loved the storyline, and she just loved that movie.
So go to the male. Like, who's somebody, if you could have acted opposite to have your romantic lead, besides your husband, because that doesn't count. Like, who would your like romantic lead of somebody that you would want to be?
What are you kidding?
All the old school guys, absolutely. I mean, more in the new school sense. I mean, I have very varied taste. Like, I love the new guys. I love, if it was many years ago, not many years ago back in the day, but like, I think Kevin Costner's pretty hot.
Oh, he loves it. Yeah. The girl we had on last week got to make out with him in Silverado. Amanda.
Oh my God.
And so we're talking about how was it to kiss Kevin Costner.
I mean, like, I love Ben Stiller. I love Tom Cruise. I love, who wouldn't want to be in an action film with Tom Cruise? You know what I mean? Or, I would have played a tree in Tropic Thunder and been thrilled,
Tom Cruise is family, so I'm sure he's kissed many a guy too. But Kevin Costner, if I ever was in a scene...
You think. You have to say you think.
I think.
He sues everybody.
Yeah, I disagree emphatically, but that's my... disagree.
In the film, Kevin Costner, and I had to kiss him. He would choke on my tongue. Because that's how hot Kevin, I couldn't deal with it. Now, last week, I said to her, how was it working with Kevin? Because I know a lot of people that have worked with him. They said he's very quiet, very generous, and very nice. I said, yeah, but like, didn't anybody ever try to grope and grab him?
Because that would have gone over well.
Well, do you know how many actresses had their asses grabbed? I mean, I hate to tell you.
I'd never know anything about that coming from the music business as a youngster.
Well, Tony Curtis.
No.
Tony Curtis was a good friend of mine. And he had a lot of sex with Marilyn Monroe before she became famous. Now, when they were doing the drag movie, what was it? The name of
Some Like It Hot.
Some Like It Hot. They completed a scene, and Tony Curtis got so turned on, he was grabbing her ass and pulling her in. And Marilyn got upset by it. And Tony said to me, he said, could you imagine? I was banging her for like months, and now she gets upset about it. I said, well, how about Tony? It was in front of the crew.
See?
I don't think Marilyn liked that. And then Tony said to me, oh, come on, Ron. She's been on her knees for years. And I thought that was not nice of Tony to say, because keep it to yourself, buddy. But other than that, I love Tony Curtis. He was one of the nicest people in the world.
Okay, so let's go to a music question because we've only got a few minutes. We got to go. Let's go to a music question. So, who are some of your contemporaries that are out now that you would listen to? Like, what do you listen to in your iPod or iPod? Or
listen, Craig David is my favorite. Neo, I think, is the new amazing genius songwriter. I love Adele, of course. I'm
David, because I follow him on Twitter and stuff, and when Walking Away came out, I was in France, and he was like, it was the only video played, I swear to God, on MTV. It was they played that song every other 5 minutes, and his first album was so great, but you haven't heard a radio hit at least in a long time from him.
Yeah, but that's probably not as much his fault as the music business. The music business doesn't exist anymore. You know what I mean? That's the problem. Because he is, look at his Twitter following, look at his Instagram following. He is just fantastic and phenomenal. So it's a shame if that's the case, because he should be on the radio every 5 seconds.
I think so too. He's such a talent. He really is.
I have no idea who he is. But
oh my God, he's fantastic.
Now listen to me. I'm going to give you a treat, a very big treat. Do you have Roku or any of those stations? Netflix?
I do have Netflix.
Okay.
I can get Netflix.
Do yourself and your husband a favor. Go to bed at night, have a couple of goodies around chocolate cake and cookies and milk or whatever, and go to Roku and hit High Strung, the Michael Damian movie. You are to see it. The dancing, unbelievable. The music, unbelievable. Who would have ever thought of having a scene in a subway with a bunch of thugs and ballet together? It is the most. I got goosebumps. Look.
Look at that.
Two times. The choreography was absolutely incredible. The film is one of the sweetest stories in the world.
It's a cute love story. Michael, I don't know if you know Michael Damian. He's the soap opera star from Young and the Restless, and he also
I do.
He did that song "Rock On" that went to #1 in 1988.
It's not an important film. It's a sweet film.
Yeah.
What is important about the film is the dancing. It's all about dancing with a little story around it. But I'm not because
it's kind of like Step Up or all those other things, but it's
I'm definitely going to check it out.
Please listen to me. You will thank me. Everybody that I've told to watch, and we don't get any money from it. Yeah, and Michael's our friend, but so many friends we have that make crappy movies, we don't push it. The movie stinks, and I think it stinks. I'm not going to lie to people and say, "Oh, go watch it. It's fabulous." And they say that Ron Russell's demented. They got to put him in a home. Put him with assisted living.
So here's what we got to do because we got to go.
Yeah, but everybody out there listening, just watch the subway scene. It is.
That's not my favorite one. I like the ballet
come on,
scenes.
the subway scene. You got to see how they combine the choreography with that fabulous hip hop music and the way I'm thrilled with it.
So hold on, you guys. So this is Orfeh, everybody. First of all, let's follow her on Twitter. It's @official_Orfeh. Go to www.orfeh.com. It's ORFEH.com. She's got music on iTunes. Let's go and download it, especially the new single, which is called Forget My Name.
Yes.
Plug in ORFEH in there. She's trying to record an album, you guys. She's an indie artist. She needs people to buy it, so she's got money to record some more music. So let's go and support her on that. Get her other music. Watch all the cool things that she's been in. You're not in any Broadway shows or anything at the moment, right?
Not at the moment, but my husband's coming up in Groundhog Day, the musical, which is coming to Broadway in the 2017 season.
There you go.
Well, my very dear friend is a big producer, and she was the producer of, what was the play that
Memphis.
Memphis. I'm going to definitely send her your name because they're doing something now. I don't know what the ages are of the characters, but her name is Fran Bazar, by the way. And she's
awesome.
My dearest friend for 45 years, and I adore her. And I'm going to send your name and tell her to meet you, to talk.
Please send my name.
I love it when you do that.
I can do that every time.
I think you would work well with her. And also, I'd like to invite you when we live out in Palm Springs. If ever you're coming to Palm Springs, give us a heads
up. Or L.A.
Well, no, we can't. Listen, don't go ahead of me because I'm going to, 2 fingers in the eyes, you'll never see tomorrow.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, my darling? That's what my father used to say to me. Keep it up. 2 fingers in the eye, you'll never see tomorrow. Italians. I'm inviting you to come on live with us in our studio in Palm Springs because you're delightful, fun, and interesting.
Thank you. I would love to. I love Palm Springs.
Yeah, well, we're living there.
And we'll bring your husband on, too.
In a bathing
Definitely.
in like a what's that bathing suit called? Slingshot. And we'll do a lot of close-ups with low cap.
We'll do a lot of close-ups, and you'll have perfect lighting. Don't worry.
You better believe it.
Also, anytime you have anything that you need to promote, let us know, and also let Jimmy from the Aquarius View know because he specializes in independent female artists.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Independent female artist. He's the coolest guy ever. So check out the Aquarius View, and you can get stuff from him. And if anytime you have anything to promote, let us know. We want to give a shout out to Willie Callahan again. Just say thank you for introducing us, Willie.
Jesus Christ, I'm going.
We're gonna get a picture. Don't worry, we'll send you a picture.
Breathing.
Just a picture.
I know who Willie is. I'm breathing that shit upstairs. Listen, you are sweet, adorable, friendly, nice, and I would like to meet you in person and have a show with you. I think it would be a great show in person.
Thank you. I would love to. Thank you.
Have some music so we can get you to sing something from Broadway, sort of an audition. And it's true. When you get to be my age, almost 100, you want to get back. I've had a wonderful career. I've met sensational people. I've been in great television. I've been in movies. I want to do something for everybody. So when I meet nice little people, little meaning sweet and adorable is my way of saying little, not necessarily in height. I like to do something if I can, and I'm going to follow up with Fran Bizarre. If you think I'm full of crap,
I don't think you're full of crap about anything.
No, but a lot of people say, in this business, how many people have said, oh, you're fabulous. I'm going to call a friend and yeah. And then you call them and they say, oh, did I say that? No, Ron Russell, if he says it, he means it. And I think you're just the sweetest little thing.
Oh, thank you. You guys have been so nice.
Very lucky. Tell him I said he's lucky.
I will, because usually people say I'm lucky. So I'm going to tell him that.
No. Absolutely.
You're very nice. I can't wait to tell them. Like, see, they think you're lucky.
Absolutely. He is so lucky to get a multi-talented wife who's also beautiful, also charming, sweet, and adorable and young. He better kiss your ass. And he better give in to you. He better bow every time he says.
You better kiss my ass.
And tell him I said he better run to Tiffany's and buy a little tchotchke every now and then for you.
Hey, you're so sweet.
So thank you so much, Orfeh. We'll see you soon.
Good time. Thank you.
I want to see you on Broadway so I could stand up and say, I know her.
I posted and I'll get you tickets to whatever I do ever.
Love
Terrific.
it. Thank you so much. Have a good night.
Have fun. Thank you so much.
Honey, bye-bye. She's a
Bye.
I told you, love her.
She's a
Fabulous.
darling girl. Darling.